everybody. It's Ali, and welcome to our F&F chat. We are discussing Act 2 of the Fauna and the Flora. We're in between commercial breaks right now, talking about chapters 11 through 18. That's Chabot Cosmetics through Bridges Burn. Now we are really digging in deep to the characters and the families in the Fauna and the Flora. If Act 1 is all about New Mouse, then Act 2 is all about the Abbitts. So good. And also Act 2 really takes us into the world. We go up into the Willow Tree. We are down in the warren. I mean, we go from being high in a tree to going deep in the ground. And I think that is a really great contrast for a family like the Abbitts, who has a lot of contrast. So as we open up Act 2, the first character we meet is Ashlyn, the chemist, the brain, the logical one. She's a whole lot of fun. She has a whole lot of not fun. But then we also have Macy, who is the younger, shyer, more emotional one. And then we also meet John, the patriarch of the Abbitt family, the quiet anchor in the storm of it all. And then there's William Abbitt. There's everybody else, and then there's William Abbitt, the joker, the slacker, the fun one. And all of these different family members and different family perspectives, I think, start to really put JackRabbitt, our main character, right into more focus, right into more context. Now we've been inside of his home, and in a lot of ways we've gone deeper inside his head and his motivations. I think now is where we start to understand what his true motives are, why he hates Victor, and that's because JackRabbitt believes that Victor is a swindler, that Victor has swindled the forest into his position, and JackRabbitt sees himself as the savior, as the one who will restore it all, as the one who will make all of the wrongs right. But JackRabbitt has an obstacle. He has to get through Kathra first. And Kathra, in JackRabbitt's own words, is not just an obstacle, she's an iceberg. I would say that's an apt description. And how's he gonna get around her? If she's an iceberg, how's he gonna get around her? Well, he says, by creating a Jillian-shaped distraction. That sounds interesting. That sounds fun. Wonder how that will play out. Kathra decides to go talk to John, and together they share a beautiful sunset moment on the terrace where Kathra is trying to warn John about his son's ambition. But Kathra also can't help but warn John also about Jillian. Oh boy. So hold on a minute. Jillian is William's mother, but she's only William's mother. Jillian is not mother to the other three. She's not mother to JackRabbitt, not mother to Ashlyn, not mother to Macy, only to William, and yet Macy is the youngest one. Kind of makes you wonder about the timeline, doesn't it? How can JackRabbitt, Ashlyn, and Macy all have the same mother when William has a different mother and Macy is the youngest? It certainly makes you wonder. These Abbitts might be messy. But I really want to zoom in on William for a little bit, because I think William is the character who carries us through the entire first part of Act 2. William is with us in that opening scene at Chabot Cosmetics. He's with us trying to rally up a pizza order while Ashlyn's trying to get the business done. But he's also there having a surprisingly tender moment with Mickey during the New Note chapter, the office scene between JackRabbitt, William, and Mickey. And then we also follow him to the country club. So those 3 chapters, William is the thread. We see him being wild and goofy. Then we see him being a little bit tender with Mickey. And then we see him at the country club being his play bunny self. And I love the country club. I love that beautiful tri-level scene. William is down in the cellar lounge. Victoria is upstairs in the gym. And on the main floor, just inside the revolving door, the two never meet. Gorgeous scene, gorgeous set, easily one of my favorite scenes in the book. And if I had to pick a single standout scene, it probably would be the revolving door. I just think it's stylized, it's mysterious, it's romantic. It's just a scene that I could live in for days. Let's talk about Mickey and then talk about Grace. Little by little in this act, Mickey is starting to come alive, and I really feel her joy. She's been through the ringer and suddenly she's starting to bounce back. JackRabbitt is certainly trying to compensate for the fact that he loves her, but he has also betrayed her. And so he offers her a modeling job, and he's, feeling pretty good about himself, thinking he has turned the whole thing around, like everything's gonna work out just fine. I think at that point, he's feeling a little bit like he's about to fulfill his destiny, that becoming the hero that he wants to be is just within reach. Now, meanwhile, in Southbrook, Grace is actually achieving that level of heroism. Pumpkin Acres is a success. And it's beautiful, isn't it? I mean, all of those orange pumpkin homes surrounded by green prairie grass with the backdrop of the river running behind it. I think Grace's triumph on that stage is so beautiful. I love Victor bumping Biff right off the stage. And I love the moment where Victor takes her paw in public, like they've done before in private, but never in front of anyone, because that symbolizes them suddenly becoming a power couple. They are the first power couple of F&F. And Victor faces a little bit of temptation here, and we can see it. He is emboldened, I think, by the win, by the victory, and little parts of his past are starting to slip in. He faces the temptation to return to his old ways. He has the moment with Diggert. He could have taken the coal rides, but he didn't do it. He chose the righteous path. By the way, I love the quiet understanding that Victor is the hot hunk in town. The hot mouse hunk in town. Because in the previous act, we had the grocery store mice melting over him. And now here, there's this tiny little moment where Diggert's wife forces Diggert to take a bag of coal to Victor as a thank you. And I just absolutely adore the moment where Diggert places the sack of coal in Victor's paw, leans in, and says, "My wife insists." Oh. But Victor is all in for Grace. He is all in for Grace's needs, for Grace's ambitions, because they meet the model of the new him that he's trying to cultivate. But Grace immediately begins to feel the weight of her responsibility, of what she's just committed to. Right as JackRabbitt is also starting to feel the weight of responsibility being forced upon him by Kathra. Do it or you're out. That moment as she walks toward the door but then stops, rotates just her head fully around while her body remains still. That is the essence of Owl. That is the essence of power, perfectly combined here. I think that was an awesome cliffhanger, and I can't wait to keep reading with you. I really hope that you guys are enjoying the book. I really hope that you join me for Act 3 chat next week. That's going to be commercial break number 2 plus chapters 19 through 24. That's Squirrel Puppet through the Colonel. Oh, we're ramping up. We're ramping up. You just hold on to your seat. Hey, if you have already finished the book, though, please do consider leaving an Amazon review. Even just a sentence or two can really help new readers find Genoa City. And I would really appreciate that. Plus, I would really, really love to have your comments. Please, anywhere that you are watching this or anywhere you find me, feel free to leave comments about the story. Let me know what you think and what you feel. That's why I wrote it. That's why I'm doing this. I really can't wait to hear what you have to say. What is your opinion on the Abbitt family dynamic? How do those family dynamics influence the individual characters? Do you feel like you understand JackRabbitt a little bit better having met his family? And do you think that Grace will be able to keep good on her promise? We might find out next time. I'll see you then, guys. I love ya. Bye.